Have you ever felt frustration by watching the people you love or the people you care about have you ever been frustrated? Hey, welcome to Club Shada, John. Have you ever been in those situations where the choices of your friends frustrate you? Not because they are their choices or because they are doing wrong choices and but just because you spent hours having conversations about what they should do or how they should feel, and then you just um, you see what I mean? And me, like, for a long time, but really a long time, I was just frustrated by all these conversations I had with, and especially with artists. I spent a lot of time in my life having conversations with artists about their craft. Art is so subjective. You cannot tell people what to do, but people usually come to you when they want to have the conversation with you, and they say, "Oh, you know better than me, so can you please, can you please, help me out?" And then you have conversations about, you know what I mean? And then people come, especially when you're in my position. People used to come to me the last 20 years with, "Yo, I'm frustrated about my career. I want to go there. I want to do this. I want to climb those steps. I want to arrive to 10. I'm stuck at 2. I don't understand why. And I would say, "Hey, listen, you are 2 and you're stuck at 2 because of this, and this. The reason why, if you want to go to 10, you have to first focus on arriving to 3. And while you are on your way, when you are on your way to 3, you are thinking about 4, and so on. And you know that 10 is your objective, but you concentrate on what you need to arrive to 3. And if you're at 2, you don't spend your time bitching and thinking about those who are at 5, those who are at 6, those who are at 25. You focus on yourself. You focus on where you're putting your steps, and you start talking with people who are telling you all the time, "Oh, why you're not at 10 like the others." Like, those are the people you don't want to talk about. Those are the people you have to also train your friends to stop frustrating you about the positions of other people. You see what I mean? And so people used to come to me all the time. Artists, beat makers, label owners, people who make music videos, people who have YouTube channels, even people who work at YouTube. People would come to me all the time and ask me my opinion about stuff, and then they would all the time, what up, Pete? They would all the time do exactly the opposite, or they would come to me and we would spend like an hour thinking about plans, thinking about how we're gonna. I mean, to me, when people ask me questions about their career, about what they want to do, etc., I don't really need to think for a long time to give them my opinion and give them advices. And I try to give advices, not thinking if it was me. I try to put myself in your position, and from your position, this is what I would do, etc., etc. And I kind of do it without really thinking, and I can do it just like that. And so we would spend hours thinking about a master plan, and then they would be like, "Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, 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 exactly. Oh my God. Oh, what would I do without you?" Blah, blah, blah. And after, you know, after a week or two, you realize that these people end up completely not listening and not doing nothing, and they just go the complete opposite, because most of the time there's this moment between the moment they talk to you and they get the advice, and then they are now having to rethink and reformat their system to be able to go to that direction. And in that moment, that's when all the other people come in, and then they go back to the conversation with the wrong people. And usually, because they don't really believe in your advice, they just follow your advice because they don't have their own ideas, and they just need you to give them ideas. So instead of understanding your advice and just really doing their research and understanding exactly what you said and why you said it, what they do is they just follow your advice as if you were kind of a divinity. You are like their guru now. So they just do what you said. So when they go meet other artists, I was about to say other idiots, but I'm gonna keep it respectful. When they go meet other artists, they sit down and they start telling those other artists or other people, because it's not just about the artistic world, it could be anything. Then they go see these other people and they say, they don't say, "I'm gonna do this. This is my idea of what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this and that and that and that and that," which is what you told them and what you had the conversation with them. Because they don't really make it their own mission. They say, "Oh, Kaysha said this, and Kaysha said that, and Kaysha told me to do this, and Kaysha told me to do that." And then the other people, then they come fight against the ideas, because those are ideas of another person. And they're like, "Yeah, but why would you tell you to do that? You know, blah, 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 blah." And because those people don't firmly believe in the things you said, and they didn't do their research, what they end up doing is they let these other people talk, and the last person who talks is the last person who's right for them. So then they get their mind completely changed by those people. And those people, usually they don't give you opinions based on where you are and where you want to go. They give you opinions based on where they are and their point of view of where they want to go. And they want you to do the same as them. And what happened is they all follow each other between idiots. And they all end up in the same village, which is the village of we fucked ourselves and we fucked our careers. And then that person come back crying to you. And then you spend another one full day of explaining to them why they are where they are, and so on and so on. And then they go on tour all together. And while they are on tour, they end up again intoxicating each other with bad ideas, because none of them are successful. But those who are a little bit successful, those who make 500 or 1,000 per show while everybody else is making, or those who make 500 while everybody is making 300, think they have this authority to talk like if they were the head of the pack, when in actuality they're just another crab in the barrel. And this crab mentality is something I really I discovered in the music business, and like it was something that it was something that would frustrate me to a point that you don't even realize. I would be frustrated because it was not only artists that I know, it was also artists that I worked with and artists that I was trying to build careers with. But because the way our labels were set up, we had a lot of small independent label under one label that was handling all the things, right? And so, thank you so much, Emmanuel. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you. And because you had all these, we would organize tours for all the artists of the labels under just one big thing. So anybody who had hits, or the West Indies, or that they would say, we want those artists. So we would send everybody. We'd send 10 people, and then me, because I had my own networks and I had all my places, my market was bigger, so I could spend one summer in Angola, another summer in Mozambique, another summer in Atlanta, Miami, another summer in Congo. I would have many different places where I would go. Sometimes I wouldn't see the artists that I worked with all summer because I was busy outside. And then maybe when I would arrive in Angola, somebody would ask me if I can work with them on an album or 3-4 songs, and so I would stay a little bit more, or then I would go to Portugal, then I would go to Cape Verde, and every summer was different for me. So, but when your artists are out there with every other person, yeah, they have conversations, which is normal. But the problem is, because their beliefs are super fickle and super thin, whenever they start speaking with other people, they completely forget everything you teach them, everything you tell them all the time, how you tell them to move, how you tell them all the tricks and all the holes that are on the way. You tell them where they are because you know, and then they start falling in these holes because now they are trapped with all the idiots in all the crabs. And listen, people would come back, and then like you would hear them talk, and you would be like, what? Who are you? And this would frustrate me at a point that you don't realize how much I would be frustrated.